Crotch, dude. See what? Where's the sound coming from? Or the? Oh, yeah, yeah, dude. Play number 11. Yeah. The speakers are on. The scanners are on. I got 30 or 40 minutes. It is so windy today. Hey, Chris. That's not going anywhere. Let me everyone. Get back to the messages here. So that's how you say what's up in four stroke. You speak Yamaha. Probably more of a two stroke sound, to be honest, though. Bam! That's an office chair. I'm also filming today's video, so excuse me if you're like, what? What's that beeping sound? That's just my GoPro. Okay, let's get these bottles unloaded. Get back to the chat messages here. Appreciate all y'all wanting to hang out with me while I fill some bottles. We got a lot of people watching. What's up, everyone? We're just going to be streaming until we run out of bottles for the. We got what, 26, 27, I think? Quite a few. We got 3 in the tank. Here. In the dock. See what we got here in the chat. Recognize. What's up, Clint? Jade, I think you've been here before too. But everyone else, you guys sound new here. What's new here, I should say. Sorry, we first went on and we had 20 viewers, and now it dropped off to 2. But that's okay. We're here for a good time and a long time. It's nicer using my phone though, because then I could just move around a lot better instead of having to deal my wheeled around my iPad and stuff, you know. That's a 6. 8. And 12. 14. Have any of you guys ever used the Decibels multiple earplugs? I'll see about getting a pair. Because I use the same pair of like single-use ones every single day. But as you guys know, I'm trying to reduce my impact on like wasteful stuff. So when I saw those earplugs, I was like, ooh, that might be a good idea. It's like, Clint will be right back. That's all good, dude. Gosh, I lost count of how many bottles we have to do, but basically every single bottle is used up. We got 3 in there. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. 23 to go plus the 3 in there, so 26 bottles. Holy moly. It's going to be a long lunch. Hey, PUBG, are you still here? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're going good. It's a great, what's today? Tuesday? Took me a second here. Today Tuesday or today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. A great Tuesday on the central coast of California. Today's video just came out too. Had an awesome day yesterday. So I got a full phone battery and not really, I was gonna say, I got a lot to talk about, but not really too much to talk about. And then I will be going live again with Clint here at 3 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Texas time, 7 p.m. North Carolina time. So I will be going live on Clint's channel. You don't want to miss that. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully the weather's a little bit better than where you're watching from. I got this sweet heated jacket from Soul Fang. They hooked it up. and it has been such a nice. Hey, Parveen, good to see you, dude. I forgot. Did you want to be called Jack? Is that what Alex or Jack? I can't remember. But I don't mind calling you by your screen name, Parveen. It's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. I'd like to do, if you guys could help me out in the chat here, I'd really like to do one of those giveaways where it's like, oh, for every dollar you or every $5 you spend in the merch store, you'll be entered to win. But I'm not really Jack. That's right. Okay. I'm not really sure what I could give away. Because we got a lot of people watching it internationally, not just in California. Like I don't even think anyone from California watches my videos. Or they stream in my live stream. And if we're just gonna get, hey Clint, welcome back. If we just want to talk about that subject really quick, I've been off Instagram for over a month now, and I just got to the point where I realized that those people don't actually, the people I call my friends, like they don't actually really support me. You think people are following on Instagram because they like actually like you or they're considering you a friend, but in all reality, the only reason they were following me is because they wanted to watch me make an idiot of myself. Those people over here on YouTube, they don't follow me they're not subscribed to my channel. So why should I be like feeding them entertainment when they can't even actually support me? Do they buy stuff? It's like you don't have to buy stuff from my merch store, but when you call me a friend in real life, like on Instagram, this is like Instagram people only. Okay, just want to make that part clear. Like we were talking about our Instagram followers. Like, are they watching my YouTube videos? Are they subscribed to the channel? No, they aren't. They just want to be fed toilet entertainment. And that's what I consider Instagram to be, is like just something they're sitting on the toilet. And I've had a few people in real life be like, oh, I really miss seeing your Instagram stuff. And like then I realized, like, do you really miss me, or do you just miss making me watching me make a fool of myself, like I said? Because if you actually miss me, you have my cell phone number. You could send me a text, see how I'm doing. But instead, they can just send a message on Instagram, like, where are you at? It's like, come on. So I feel a lot better being off Instagram, like 1,000 times better. It's such a waste of time. And I talk about like all the time, like, we have such limited time here on this earth. Like, do you really want to waste it just scrolling on Instagram? No. Do you really want to waste it with watching mindless garbage TV on Netflix or Hulu or whatever? Like, no, it's a waste of time. So many people are like, oh, what shows are you watching right now? It's like, I'm not. I don't really have time for that. But at the end of the day, after working 8 hours, going for a run, editing my video from today, like, I'm ready for bed after that. I don't have time to watch mindless TV. Oh, nice. That's super cool. Hopefully my videos came out a little crispier. A lot of people, like Jeff here, my coworker, does tell me that he watches my channel on his TV, and he's like, oh, the videos don't look very sharp on TV. But I think it honestly might have something to do with his quality settings that are on his TV. Or his just router's pretty slow and the internet speed's faster on his phone, so that's why it looks better. Yeah, it's just funny. You can feel the people that support you. Like I know Clint definitely does. Parveen, you can feel it, and you can definitely feel the void of people that don't support you too. Like Clint, I actually sort of going back to that. I didn't have a chance to look at your last message you sent me before I went live. So after the live stream, I'll circle back to your texting. Nice, that's super cool. I remember those as a kid at Costco, just like, whoa, it's like I'm there, dude. I also come from. I mean, we come from the same era, but I remember those big TVs that were like big, but then behind them they had that super big. I think what are they projection TVs? They had that super big like tube behind it. And when you had those, when you saw those TVs at someone else, you're like, "Whoa, you got money." And nowadays, you can pay someone to take it away for you. I mean, you could pay someone to take it away from you, but you couldn't pay someone to have it in their house. The TVs are so good and small, and like, I mean, when I say small, I mean like thin. But yeah, since we got some time to chill before we turn the compressor on, is there anything in particular you guys want to talk about? We can't really create an alternate timeline unless we just use our minds on this one. Nice, nice. Yeah, it would be cool to see like what you see out there, Clint, like from the road and stuff. Are the roads good yet? I know you're talking about how there was a tornado warning, but then you said the tornado warning passed. But is it still rainy and windy, or is the weather like nice and calm and chill? It's not. It's kind of windy today here, but it's just windy and cold. It was supposed to be raining all day today, but now they pushed it till tomorrow. It's like, what the heck? We got all prepared and psyched up to be in the rain today, and you're just gonna take it out of the forecast like that. Like, you guys really are guessing the weather. But I was reading online that, like, when it's super windy like this, it's actually the warmer weather battling it out with the colder weather for winter. So hopefully we start getting warmer weather on the way. That would be really nice. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fair weather person. I like it when the weather's nice and warm and you don't have to be all wearing all these jackets and stuff. Beach weather, you know? Like this one dude in your stream yesterday, Clint was like talking about how much better Michigan is than California, but he's complaining about how cold it is there. I could never. This is one thing. This is like a pet peeve of mine. You can automatically tell when someone's not from here. Oh, is that the tornado? We don't. We just have warnings here. We have tornado warnings and typhoon warnings. Is that the water one? Get those two from time to time. But yeah, you can tell when someone's not from here, like they weren't born in California, because people that are from actually from this state, like born and raised, they'll say CA or California. But other people that say Cali, you weren't born here, and that's a dead giveaway. And honestly, it just makes my blood boil when I hear people say that. Oh, Cali, Cali. No, it's California, idiots. Get it right. That'd be like me calling Michigan Michi. Oh, you're from Michi? Like, no, it's Michigan. Sorry, that was just a little pet peeve of mine. A little Flying 90 rant brought to you by Flying 90. We're moving right away on these bottles. Thankfully, they haven't been breathing them down too hard, so there's still a lot of air left over in them. But they're on 45-minute rotations too, so basically, once I get all these filled up, they'll be ready for, well, they're going to be hit with a bunch of empties, so yeah, once I get these all filled up, they're going to be needing more, so it's one of those days where I have to work through lunch. But that's all right. A lot of songs lately, Clint, have been reminding me of Chris Stapleton. But I think Tornado's a Little Big Town song. either Little Big Town or they're not called Lady Annabella anymore. They're just called Lady, I think. Cause I'm a tornado. So I appreciate you guys letting out with me while I do this. Makes filling the bottles a lot faster. So when AI was first kind of coming out, not too many people knew about it, especially here. So when it generated tornado touching down in our town. Yes. Oh, see, you get it. Hey Tex, where'd you park your horse? Like, shut up. And they think they sound so cool and edgy, and it's like, nope, you just sound like an idiot. That's an ID10T Air. We might have to turn on the compressor here in a sec. You know what's funny too is like thinking about all these bottles. I brought a radio with me, or I grabbed a radio from the radio room, and was like, all right, just I'm gonna listen to it for the rotations and all that. And they couldn't be like, hey Max, the tailboard's loading up on bottles. Just want to give you a heads up. Like, no, that would make too much sense. Instead, let's all rotate at once and then have a huge load of bottles and then complain that there aren't any more full bottles. And well, now you've just entered. I guess we're doing a big rant. I got a lot to get off my chest. But here, once the bank one goes to gets down to 3,000, then we'll switch on the compressor. We're just about there too. There's a Chris LeDuc song called "This Cowboy's Hat," and one of the lines is there's like, "Hey Tex, where'd you park? Nice hat. Where'd you park your horse?" And honestly, after going to Texas, I would never call someone that. I'd be so worried about getting punched in the throat if they could find my throat, but you know what I mean. We might have to fire the compressor here, but I'll try my best to respond and I'll just yell over it. And also too, when the compressor's on, it just gives that extra noise. So then the algorithm thinks we're talking, but really it's just the compressor going. Let me know, Clay, if you could hear me, and that will decide if we go live together at 3 or not. The downside though, right? I will say though that I like Texas barbecue a lot more than like Louisiana barbecue or Alabama. Correct me if I'm wrong here too, but Texas ain't the South. Texas is Texas. I had that one explained to me pretty thoroughly when I was there. Texas ain't the South. Texas is Texas. A Lone Star beer is pretty good. I mean, I haven't drank in almost 2 years now, but I did enjoy a good Lone Star beer when I was there. It really makes sense. I had the song 46 and 2 by Tool stuck in my head right now. Whoa! Okay, perfect. Right on. That's perfect. That's all we need to know. It sounds like there's a super delay in uh in the live stream for the delivery, but that's all right. Yeah, welcome to the stream. The conversation about lunch. I've already eaten it. To be honest, I was so hungry this morning when I got here, and I've kind of just been chilling for a while. Texas is the only state that reserves the right to secede from the Union of the United States. Sometimes I wish California would do the same, but not under Gavin Newsom's reign of terror. That guy sucks. Not to get politics into it, but Gavin Newsom sucks. Hopefully he gets impeached. Chad Bianco for governor of California. That'd be awesome. We'd be on the right track there, in my opinion, if he was governor. Who's governor of Texas? Greg Abbott? I think Abbott's still the governor. Ted Cruz, he's just a politician he's a senator, right, for Texas, or out of Texas. I don't really follow up with my politics too well, or too much, but I try to at least know a little bit. And didn't Texas try to succeed, like, pretty recently, too, I think? What was it, back in 2021? 2020, 2021, there was that giant, like, deep freeze in Texas here where it shut down the power grid. All the same people that are crying because they lost their jobs from the government. Oh, gotcha. So the stream isn't just super laggy then. Okay, we're good. All the same people that are crying because they're losing their job, this and that, are the same people that were making fun of Texans when everyone lost their power. So it's like, so you only want empathy but for yourself. You don't give it to anyone else that doesn't have the same like mindset as you. It's just really it's just really sad. Yeah, I was thinking too, Clint, about like you were talking about getting a Wi-Fi extender for your trailer. I think the way you're looking that up though, you still need power for those things. And since your trailer doesn't have power, RV, sorry, your RV doesn't have power. That's gonna make it hard to power that, Johnny, right? Unless you put it somewhere like outside or on the wall closest to your RV. That's why we need to get you Starlink. The panels, I've read that the panels are still good. Like you mount them to the roof of your vehicle, and they're still good up to 90 miles an hour. That's crazy. A, who's going 90 miles an hour while needing the internet? And B, who's also going 90 miles an hour? Hey, Neo, how's it going? I'm just filling air bottles right now. I'm an SCBA tech for a fire academy. Check it out. That's how many we have left. We're just filling bottles right now and just talk about whatever comes to our mind. So if you have anything that's on your mind you want to talk about, feel free to drop it in the chat. Where are you watching from? We're over here in the Central Coast of California. India, nice. Well, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Our guy Parveen's from Pakistan, so it's cool to have people from over there too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Clint. I'm just gonna polish my X. Gotta watch out with X's, man. They like to stay polished. X's, axes. But now that President Trump's not back in office, man, you guys probably aren't going to be succeeding anytime soon, or thinking about that anytime soon. You guys have a lot of ice rinks down there, or is anyone protesting that? Like we have people shutting down the 101 and the 405. Those are like our two major freeways down in LA. And they're shutting down the roads like by protesting and blocking. It's like, dude, you're affecting just everyday normal ass citizens. You're not making your point across. You're not getting your point across any better at all. You're making the 90% of people that are just trying to go to work and do their jobs and lives, you're making them hate you and not supporting your cause. That's just my sense on it. And I thought too that they made it like, I don't want to say they made it legal to run those people over, but if they're coming after you in your car just for going about your daily business, I thought you could maybe you're allowed to like run them over. Like honestly, as you should be allowed to. You know, at the end of the day, these motherfuckers aren't going to be destroying my car and getting away with it. I'm going to be hitting the skinny pedal. And getting the heck out of there. I'm not condoning violence, but at the same time, they're doing violence. And what are you supposed to do? Just sit there and join their protest and leave your car? Like, come on. Idiots. Out here, though, we do have people on the corners protesting ICE, protesting Trump, Elon. You guys got nothing better to do, seriously? And it cracks me up because here, as you guys know, if you tuned into the channel for a while, we're the West Coast launch window, you know? This is where SpaceX launches their rockets from, you know? Lockheed, who else? Firefly launches from here too. Like, we're the West Coast launch window, so protesting the rocket launches isn't going to make anything happen. They're not going to have less launches from here. It's cheaper for SpaceX to launch their rockets from California than it is for them to launch in Texas or Florida. So they're not going away anytime soon. That's another reason why I deleted my Instagram. I was like, the same people are just complaining about the rocket launches. It's like, shut up. You don't realize just how stupid you look. Your little tweet or your little blurb on Instagram isn't going to make a ding dang difference. You're just wasting your time and making yourself just look ignorant. As I'm complaining about them, you know. Nice. You got a Harbor Freight by you, Clint? That'd be like a nice Harbor Freight generator. They're pretty quiet too, I think. And they have like that, what, lifetime warranty? Or is that just for Icon Tools? I think that's all. I think that's all Harbor Freight stuff. I'm a big fan of Harbor Freight. Icon Tools are awesome. Pittsburgh Tools are great too. They get the job done. Gosh, I wish if I had the funds, honestly, I would just come fly out to where you are, Clint, and just spend a week. We got spring break in 2 weeks, and I would just be there just to hang out and just do whatever. Put me to work. put it on the live stream. I miss Texas. I honestly was not a fan of Houston though. That's probably my least favorite part of Texas. But everywhere else is really nice, right? And you know, the ones that are working hard and wanting to make a better life for themselves, they aren't protesting. You know, it's all the ones that are probably bored here that tune into the super far left liberal media. They're like, oh, they're breaking up families and they're doing all this. And it's like, no, they're going after the hardcore criminals. Well, it's just funny how, like lately, I tune into, as you guys know, this thing called Ground News. So you're able to see both sides of the story. It'll tell you like what side the article is leaning with the different headlines, and the far left is just so fear based, and it's unreal because how they just are so scared of everything. Even though I was looking over my mom's shoulder yesterday, I was sitting in the recliner and she's scrolling Facebook, and they're just so upset that they've made English the official language of the United States. It's like, why are you choosing to be upset over that? How many foreign languages do you speak? Probably zero. It's just the people that have like nothing going on in their lives are the ones that complain the most. That's just my take on it. I could be right, I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Because my life's so comfortable and cushy and clean, and I got everything going for it. I checked all the boxes. So I need to be upset about something. It's like, dude, get a freaking hobby. Or a real hobby, I guess. I guess that is their hobby. It was pretty quick turnaround time around these bottles. We only got 3, 6, 8 left to go. And, you know, all the field workers are still out there working. The field workers came here illegally. There's programs that they come here on. It's called H2A, and they're all here legally. You know, so this whole mindset of like, well, who's going to pick our crops and all of that? What are you going to do without the illegals? Like, no, those people are here legally. And I don't think they realize just how like honestly racist they sound. Like, well, if we don't have the illegals here, who's going to pick our crops? And again, they're here legally. Sorry, guys, I didn't try to get all fired up with today's live stream. And also, too, like, you know, if you came in here through the right way, then you wouldn't be here illegally. And when you break a law, you are a criminal. And by entering a foreign country illegally, sorry, but that makes you a criminal. We have port of entries for a reason. For instance, to keep talking on the subject, like, could you imagine going to a foreign country, waving an American flag, and demanding rights? You know, that just wouldn't fly. He'd be locked up faster than I don't know. Again, I think it's something funny to say. Nice, dude. That's super rad. I'd love to get a solar powered generator. Just to take with me camping and stuff. I know when I go do my race in May, I'm not sure how the vlogs are going to work as far as like the daily vlogs. I might just film a little clip and then upload it to keep the streak alive. It might be just be super raw Because I don't want to. After I finish running for the day, right? Like, I don't want to sit in front of my computer and edit. You know, I need to be sleeping and recovering. We'll see though. We'll see if that works. But we don't have Starlink either. And obviously, there won't be any cell service out there. There isn't any cell service out there. The cell network is really low, so I couldn't even use my phone as a hotspot. We talked about getting Starlink though, but it's $500 for the panel, and then $160 a month. You can cancel anytime. You can go months and months. So there's a possibility, but then we do need like a solar generator or something to power the Starlink. Last year I was there Wednesday through Sunday, but I only ran on Saturday because I just did the 30 mile. So then I have, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night to just kind of chill. And that's what would have been cool to have Starlink because I only had my iPad. I just had two movies on there stored: Cars, love Cars, and the movie Baby Mama. And we watched Baby Mama like 2 or 3 times. I was so tired. We watched Baby Mama once, and then I was like, "You want to watch it again?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Great movie. I don't know why I like Baby Mama so much, but it's just funny. The humor is just so easy. We only got 5 left. Woo. The reality, though, going to Texas from where I live is it's a 3-day trip, or at least 2 nights. On my way back, I went from San Antonio to Las Cruces, and then from Las Cruces, I made it back in one day. But I left super early and got back way late. And gosh, it beats up your body. All that driving and being in the car. My starter was going out on my Jeep too. Politicians blowhards. They never listen to me. Yeah, that makes sense. He probably does see a lot of like MAGA hats then. He probably still voted for him because they didn't want Kamala. But it does sound like they're like, oh. We're Americans, not Americans. That's super true. Get up off your ass and get a job. Just like I put the able and disabled. I put the can in American. I'm ready for a freaking nap, too. I don't know about you guys. I've been Saturday, Sunday, Monday I took a nap too. This gets you in a nap mood. That's all right. Like I was talking to telling Jason the other day, it's like, the universe will give you a time to rest and stuff. because you have a lot of work coming up. So take advantage of the rest time. Take advantage of it when you can, and just enjoy working while you can. It'd be crazy though if on the live stream the compressor blew up and you guys, oh excuse me, you guys can hear it. Hopefully you got your ear plugged in. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We're almost at 50 minutes, 46:22 to be exact. Unless you're watching, there's a bit of a delay. Then who knows where you are in the timestamp. But I do have a crazy request slash idea, more of an idea, not less of a request. What if there was the ability to put a GoPro mount on the staff you're making me? Like, how cool would that be? I don't know if that's a possibility or not, but I think that'd be pretty neat. We do need to do a live stream marathon where it's like live streaming until we hit 2,000 subscribers. Last time I checked, we're only 8 away. It's gonna be super cool. Oh wow, I bet. It's interesting, like it's probably just tornadoes are caused by what, just two pressure differences coming, and like one's gonna win over the other, and it looks like the heat won. Hot? Is it humid there too? When I was in Texas, it sure was humid in San Antonio. Here we got pretty mild humidity. It doesn't really feel like you're wearing a jacket or like a nice sweater. North Carolina, that was a humid place. But then when you're in like Arizona, Utah, Colorado, you don't really feel the humidity. And then you come here and boom, you're like, oh wow, you do feel the humidity. It's nice. We got like just the right level of it. Should have refilled my water bottle before I started working and started chatting. I usually don't talk this much during live streams, but I'm filling bottles, so it's new for me. Now that you guys can actually hear me. That wasn't directed at you during your morning mojo when I said flying. It's flying, not flight. It's flight. It was towards that whatever that kid's name was. Like, dude, can that kid not read? No wonder you couldn't find my channel because you kept putting in flight 90. Right? Yeah, so I left on Sunday. I'd get there on a Tuesday. I then had to leave probably on like a Friday. Get back on Sunday. Or Saturday, get back on Monday. I'd like to bring my Jeep, but in reality, it'd be a lot cheaper to bring the Hyundai and gas. And I think it's pretty good gas mileage. I think it's like 1,000 miles there, a little over 1,000 miles maybe one way. Whatever. Yeah. Maybe Danielle would want to come too. I think she likes San Antonio, but I know you don't live in San Antonio. The Riverwalk's cool. And the Tower of America, I think was. And if we took the G2, we could go to Corpus Christi, Mustang Island. There's just a lot of amazing stuff in Texas. I got a lot of respect for that state, the people. I honestly was looking at it back when I moved to Texas. I was looking at jobs working for. Have you tried the Rio Punch Monsters yet, Clint? That's my favorite flavor when I was drinking those things. But in addition to giving up the one stuff, I also get caffeine at the same time too. So I'm pretty substance free now. Going the last 2 bottles now, heck yeah. Yeah, I was looking at jobs doing what I do here as a technician, and I found one and I applied for it, but they rejected my application. And a lot of people said it wasn't because I wasn't a Texas resident. So I was like, well, shoot, I should just move there, become a resident, and then, start applying for jobs that way. And I had a job lined up at this brewery, but then I went out there for a little bit, and I was just like, this is before the job started. I was like, this place isn't for me. So then I came right back, and I missed all my people here. Back in that time, like a lot of us were hanging out still, Heck yeah, we're still gonna be here. I guarantee when I go back right now, when I go drop these bottles off right now, there's gonna be a full cart or a full tailboard of bottles ready to be filled up. So at least we'll get a break from the compressor noise. All right, last 2. What's your guys' bets? You think there's gonna be more bottles over there? And if there are, how many do you think it's gonna be? Uh-oh, Clint. I can't remember what I said. But you say you're gonna work on that. I'm kind of all over the place with the conversation today. Oh, we got them all. Oh, whoa, dang. That's not going anywhere. The GoPro's about to die too. Hey, Jin, welcome to the stream. We're just filling. Well, we just got done filling a bunch of bottles. Now we gotta go. Now we gotta go drop them off. Oh, I switched to our sunglasses here. Gosh, I can't wait for the day comes when you guys meet. That's gonna be so exciting. I'd like to say I hope to be there, but it sounds like it's gonna be really personal, intimate. So you probably don't want to. Probably don't want to fly. Or just an audience in general. You can see the wind coming off. The ocean's that way, so the wind's coming off.
Everyone's walking away like it's lunchtime. Is it lunchtime? Nice. Perfect, I'm ready for it. Just like I said, lunchtime. It honestly doesn't. I guess we will just take them all off here. Hey, hey, let's swap out bottles now. Thanks, guys. I ended up working through lunch, so yeah. If for a second here while I'm getting these rest of these done. Oops, sorry. Yeah, here if you want this one, help yourself.
Let's just grab.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome. It was the full ones, yeah. That's a full one though. They're all full. These are all full in there. Those are empties? Cool, perfect. I'm just gonna thread the needle right here. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Boy, look at all them empties. Golly, 8 crews? Holy moly. The most I've ever seen is 5. So see, 8, that's wild. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing it now, guys. I appreciate it. You know, I ate my lunch at noon, or 12, or sorry, 10. I don't even know what time it is anymore. Now you can leave it open. Is that everyone?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. That's not going anywhere. That's the seal of approval right there. Now let's go fill these bottles. Make sure there aren't any. Perfect. Nice, nice. Gonna go grab a fresh GoPro battery really quick. catch up on the messages here. Maybe grab my water too, that'd be important. We did break an hour. Gosh, look how cool these guys look. Just ram into the toilet. Porta potties? Right? So that knows you won't do it to me then. It's the black car. That's my little fuel efficient wagon, more or less. Love that car. Great gas mileage, so much space. It is only front wheel drive though, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But you guys can't see me, but I'm gonna be changing out the GoPro battery here really quick. Guess I could bring you guys with me, huh? Just so you don't think I left you guys. Okay, yeah, sweet. I think a GoPro mount would be awesome on the staff, right? That's definitely something I would take with me backpacking. I love a good like walking pole and stuff like that. I do have trekking poles, but they're not personalized like that. Actually, I made one myself too. And I took paracord and I braided it all up and it was super nice. I wonder what happened to it. I honestly don't really remember. It was behind my door for the longest. Maybe it's in my garage somewhere. See the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum. If we just had a super sweet fund that we could just donate to, that'd be sweet. Oh, you need money for a trip to go see your lover? Bam! Here you go. We got you. Consider it done. Bam! We got you. Okay. GoPro battery, water. Important. Put that back there. Take. Sometimes I'm all over the place, guys. Let's top off this water really quick, just because we're here. And you know what's funny about this car is like I don't know if you guys know the story about it or not, but my sister's pregnant, and my parents bought her this car, and her husband bought her a 4Runner. Recently, and they're like, "Well, do you want the Hyundai back?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'll drive that car." And so like my Jeep is pretty tricked out where like the cops want to pull you over, like, "Oh, Jeep on 35-inch wheels, tires, and you don't have any mud flaps and all this stupid stuff," right? So I was wanting like a car that was just bone stock with good gas mileage. So it was perfect timing. But even now, they still look at this thing and they're like, "Oh, white guy with a beard, we got to pull him over." It's just silly. Like, dude, I drive the speed limit. I pay my taxes. I'm a happy person. Why you got to pull me over? What are you looking for? I don't do drugs. I don't drink and drive. I don't drink, But for some reason, I'm enemy number one to California Highway Patrol. Back to the filling station. Keep filling, 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 filling. Keep filling, 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 filling. Ooh, look at that closeness. Do you need me to send you some GoPro mounts to make it work? Or to play with? Because I could easily do that. Well, we got a little quiet time now. Oh, so I've been looking at these earplugs called Decibels. Um, where they're reusable earplugs and you like mold them to your ears and stuff. I don't go through them a lot, but I hate having to use these disposable ones. It's like, I hate the word disposable because that basically means one-time use. And that just doesn't really vibe with me too well. Hey Amber, what's up? How's your job? How's your new job? How are you feeling? Good to see you today. Hopefully all is well. We're just out here filling bottles on this beautiful Tuesday. Talking about life, politics, living in Texas, living in California. I forgot, Amber, where are you from? It's somewhere on the East Coast, right? That's good. You asked me a question earlier about did I miss it? I'm sorry. Keep filling, 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 filling. Keep filling, 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 filling. Keep filling. Oh yeah. We don't really do scuba tanks. I mean they probably if I remember correctly, scuba tanks use like a mixture of air, right? It's not just air from the atmosphere. There's I think they mix it with like oxygen, like a little bit of oxygen, a little bit of other stuff. So our compressor only does it just pulls it right from the atmosphere. I'm sure it wouldn't be very hard for me to learn to do it, but yeah, our compressor just pulls it right from the atmosphere. You can see here, actually, there's a compressor, and that's the intake tube. So this goes right from the outside, and then it all goes through this big old filter, all these different filters and everything. But this is what our compressor looks like. One guy was commenting, he's like, "Oh, dude, you need to get an air rifle because you could fill up the tanks for that thing too." And I'm like, "Well, maybe." I'm not entirely too sure how all that works. If we had the right fitting, maybe. But our compressor is pretty much just designed to fill SCBA tanks. Dad had one. We did a lot of enter. Oh, that's so super cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, I used to be a firefighter. I worked here first and then became a firefighter full time. And then I hurt a disc in my lower back. And so after I got back surgery, I ended up just resigning. And I still have my job here, though, at the fire academy. Nice. Yeah, we just actually got this compressor back in 2023? 2022? Let's see. I split from my ex-wife in 2021. Then got a job at a brewery in 2022. So yeah, we got this compressor in 2022. Right. It's got a few issues here and there.
I don't think, in my personal opinion, they designed the compressor for a fire academy, meaning like we use this thing a lot, right? We just filled 26 bottles in the last 45 minutes, right? When most in-service fire departments aren't going to be filling that many bottles. They probably don't even have that many bottles, you know? Oh, it's getting hot. Nice. That's super cool. Sucks you broke your feet though. That sounds, oh my gosh, so painful. But you know, it's all about like, I don't know what it's all about. How do I say it? You know, there's so many different levels to public safety, and someone's got to train those people too, right? So, you know, it's not about just fighting the fires or carrying a gun and fighting, you know, protecting a server in that way in the police. There's so many different facets to it, and it's awesome. Heck yeah. I got Cash App. I got Venmo too if you guys want to. As I'm coming to you live from my work. But I do have a merch store, and we got 2 sales on it. My goal would be that my YouTube channel would make enough money. I mean, it makes some money. It doesn't make any money right now, but if my merch store could make enough that then, you know, like and my channel could be monetized, and I could quit my job, and I could just, you know, do what I like doing instead of having to work a 9 to 5, right? But that's the dream. I think that's everyone's dream that's on YouTube or that creates stuff on YouTube. Bro, you're literally at work right now and you're asking for donations? That doesn't make any sense. Do they not pay you enough? No, it's not that I get paid enough. It's that I just don't get enough hours here a month. You know, most times the amount of hours I get are as many as people get in a week. That makes it hard. And just like full transparency with you guys, like after my divorce, I didn't really have anywhere to go, so I moved back in with my parents, and you know, like financially, out, especially in California. And my dad, oh, don't even get me started on that guy. He would be so upset if I moved out of state. He was really upset when I moved to Texas for that little bit. And they kind of live in like I guess under a rock is the best way to put it. Like, we don't, what you guys mean that California is expensive? Like, dude, that's because you guys are boomers and your house is paid off. Oh, you know, you're retired. Everything's cush for you. Like, you hate to say it, but you're out of touch with reality. Yeah, I appreciate hustling more than doing that, because then the sky's the limit for how much money you can actually make. The only thing holding you back from making money is just yourself, right? Whereas if you're working for someone else and you're limited on your hours, and then they decide how much you're worth. It's like I should be able to decide how much I'm worth. But oh, dang it, I don't have another way to insert my merch store plug. But if you go into my recent videos, all my videos in the description, there's links to all the stuff. With Go Sleeves, they make kinesiology knee sleeves, super good, super comfortable. I use them for running when my knees are hurting. And Off Field, they make infused gummies and drinks. They're super good. They have electrolytes, just a bunch of different stuff. You could get 5% off your first order if you use my link. I'd recommend them. I got a PR. You see my video, the PR the other day, PR in the storm. I got a 5K, my PR and my 5K. That was super cool. So I got 3, 6, 9, 12 bottles to go. Nice. I knew it too. I was like, as soon as I got back there, I don't know if you guys saw or not, but it just, they swarmed the cart and they're like, oh, we need bottles. And usually they wait till after lunch to swap them out. I'm like, nope, bring them over right now. We're in bottle filling mode. I know we talked recently about all of our dislike for Will Ferrell, but I do appreciate Talladega Nights before he gets in the wreck. Like they should just kept that movie just the way the movie is in the beginning. That should just been like right, but then they had to get the guy from Formula One and the whole fake paraplegic shit. Like that ruined the movie for me too. But there's the scene in there where he's like, "You know how I get when I get into when I get into autograph mode, Carol." And he just like signs her face. But then after that, I do like Daddy's Home. Those movies are pretty good. I'm honestly a pretty big John Cena fan. I like Daddy's Home. The first one with where they have their is it the first one where they're skateboarding and they build that half pipe, but it's actually Tony Hawk. Like that was super cool. I don't know how I feel about Mark Wahlberg though. I like that movie Shooter. That was a good one. Yeah, I've seen by him. That was a good one. I gotta say though, I can't stand James Franco though. Ever since the sexual abuse allegations came out about him. But Why Him was a good movie. When the dad's sitting on the toilet and he's trying to figure it out, and then Keegan Michael Key's trying to talk to him through the door. You just gotta reset it, man. Hit that one button. That man, that's a moose suspended in its own urine. I think Keegan Michael Key is one of my favorite actors or comedians or both. Right? That guy's hilarious. See you, Clint. I'll be looking forward to your stream. That's true. That's super true. Just text me if you want me to go live with you. I'll look forward to your text. Right. Hey,
Hey,
you still drinking those things too?
yeah,
I like the taste.
yeah.
What was James Franco's first TV show? No, I don't know if it was his first one or not, but it's with like Seth Rogen. Um, gosh, I can see the girl. I can hear the theme song. And then she has like a little brother, and there's like he has his own little friends too. What show is that called? Not Malcolm in the Middle. It was with James Franco, Seth Rogen, Lisa Caponelli. I think is that what it is? No, that was the girl from Friends. Linda. That's funny about Malcolm in the Middle though. I had to send photos to this guy whose last name was Nunez. And I was like, "Is your brother Frankie Muniz?" And he never responded. Like he never responded to that question. What is that show? Of course, I'll be able to figure it out once I get off stream and can use my phone and use the internet. Freaks and Geeks. Yep, there we go. That's what it was called. Yep, that show was Grid. Yep, exactly. You're like, 3, 6, 9 to go. We might be able to go without turning the compressor on. It's gonna be really close though. See you, Amber. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I think it might just be me and Jen Jen now. Fire up the compressor then. Now I got the freaking theme song stuck in my head. Slowly stream until the end of these bottles. We got 3 more rounds to go. And then lunch will be over for the kids. And then it'll be time to fill again. That's all right. Freaks and Geeks. Nurses. Leave me alone. I'm watching people live stream on YouTube. Stop doing your job and taking care of me. Do you really need to take my blood pressure right now? Now I got the Friends theme song stuck in my head. I've never watched that. I've watched it actually. That was a lie. I have seen the entire series of Friends, but I'm not a fan of that show. I wasn't a fan of that show, I should say. I'm curious too how close we are to 2,000 subscribers now if we gained any more on the stream. been almost 90 minutes. So an hour and a half. Maybe we'll switch to 90 minutes. We're at an hour and a half stream. Not too bad. Let's see if anyone else shows up. We haven't seen old timers in a while. We haven't seen our friend Jason from Ohio. He's different from fiberglass Jason. The other Jason wants to be a professional bull rider or roper, and he can't decide which one he wants to be. Or Rick's Gaming. He's a cool guy. Lives up in Oregon. What's that button do? Share with the audience. Start a poll, Q&A. What is? I was going to be bugging me. I wonder what that girl's name is from Preaching Beach. She's been on a lot of stuff. What do you think bottles at a time? That's 52. 52 bottles in an hour and a half. That's pretty good. That's a good amount of time. That's more bottles than a fire department definitely has. I know that for a fact. Maybe we can hop off here in the next 30 seconds. 30 seconds will put us to an hour and a half. We'll see if anyone says anything in the stream. Or else we will get out of here ourselves. But we're down to stay. We got 2 more rounds to go, though, so I got no problem staying for some longer. Staying longer and let's go drop off these bottles. But the guy Clint's supposed to go live at 3. He talked about going live at 3, so. Yeah, all right, we'll pop out here. I appreciate you guys hanging out there with me for a while. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.